3 weeks after I moved to Nigeria, someone broke into my house. They stole everything valuable. I was devastated and angry. I wanted to leave the next day, but then I realized they also took my passport. So the next day, I went to work and told all of this to John, my then Nigerian boss. He calmly smiled and said, "Thank God you weren't home when all of this happened." Well, that's Nigeria for you. Seeing something positive in the most dire situations. But here's what I didn't know then. That robbery was just the beginning. Living in Nigeria for 6 years transformed me as a person. I grew more in that country than anywhere else. And I'll share with you in this video 3 life lessons I learned there. Lesson 1, embrace uncertainty. During my time in Nigeria, the currency, the Naira, went from 160 to almost 500 against the dollar. That's a 212% increase in about 6 years. Imagine waking up one day and your salary is worth half of what it was yesterday. That's not a scene from a financial collapse movie. That was my life in Lagos. This uncertainty seeps into everything, even something as small as planning your day. I am that person who's always 10 minutes early for an appointment. But in Nigeria, scheduled time is kind of approximate. So meetings would start 2 hours late. Or worse, meetings being cancelled minutes before they were about to start. So I would be on time for meetings but had no idea when I'll be done. So I cannot schedule my next meeting or the next. And initially this would drive me absolutely nuts. But over time, I learned that getting angry about it only hurts me. The meeting was still going to start late, whether I was frustrated or not. Now, if things change last minute, I'm not frustrated. At least not as much. I accept and move on. Which brings us to lesson number 2. It is what it is. One of my favorite Nigerian songs by Adekunle Gold, It Is What It Is. This is pure stoicism, West African style. Nigerians accept reality but keep working hard. Well, most of them. The hustle is unbelievable. It's inspiring. I met this guy named Nonso who worked as a developer. He learned everything from YouTube tutorials on his phone because he couldn't afford a laptop at first. Internet was expensive, but he would keep finding ways to get access. Client would delay payment for months. No complaints, no drama. Just, it is what it is, bro. We keep pushing. I was amazed by how young Nigerians would teach themselves skills online and start small businesses in the middle of chaos. While I was complaining about the traffic and delayed meetings, they were chipping away, building something. Nigeria isn't an easy place, but it is what it is. And the people who thrive there don't waste energy sulking. They work with what they have. This is so admirable. And through all of this chaos and hustle, Nigerians had one more secret weapon. Lesson number 3, gratitude. Here's something you'll constantly hear in Nigeria. I thank God. Or as it sounds in pidgin English, I thank God. Thank God for waking up. Thank God for this food. Thank God for surviving the traffic. Thank God the armed robbers didn't come to this neighborhood last night. At first, I didn't get it. I'm not religious by any means, but then I started to understand. This is not about religion, it's about perspective. Remember John from the opening who thanked God that I wasn't there during the robbery? Well, that's the mindset. Things will fall apart and they'll thank God it wasn't worse. You can be stuck on 3rd Mainland Bridge for 3 hours and they'll thank God for the bridge. And they'll laugh about it too. The same things that made me want to scream, they would turn into jokes. Because gratitude isn't about running from problems. It's about not letting problems get to you. And now, in my post Nigeria life, I have gratitude for so many things in Canada. And of course, for Nigeria. That's what 6 years in Nigeria taught me: how to embrace uncertainty, accept reality, and be grateful.
We thank God every day we are growing. We thank God.